Video, I want to talk to you about using an item bank. So an item bank is an amazing tool that can help you to create a lot of questions, but only pull 2 or 3 of them at a time randomly for the assignment. So this is great for using as a check for understanding or as a mastery check when there are any number of questions that you can ask. And if the student really fully understood the content, they should be able to answer any of the questions, but you don't want them to have to answer like 30 questions. So I like to make item banks. This is my example quiz that I made a little bit ago, and we've got the 3 questions that I created. We've got a sample essay, a sample true false, a sample multiple answer, and down here I've got a few other questions that are just random to the topic, right? And these are all examples, so clearly they're not built out. But we've got a multiple choice, a true false, a multiple answer. If I want to create an item bank, and I've already started this item bank in the same method I'm about to show you, but what I want to do is I want to add these to my bank. So I'm going to come in, like I'm going to edit this image, this question, and I'm going to come down to item banking, and I'm going to add it to a bank. If you don't have a bank already, you're going to click new item bank. I have already created one, and I've named it, surprise, example item bank. So I'm going to add this question to the item bank for that bank, and then you're going to see this little icon right here. That icon means it is in the item bank. Once I've added it to the bank, I just delete it because I don't want it to show up twice. I just want it once. So then I'm going to come into the next one and I'm going to do the same thing. Going to item banking, add to bank. I'm going to add it to that existing example, item bank, click add. Once it's there, I'm going to say done, and I'm going to delete it from this quiz because I'm going to add it in a different way shortly. One more time, we're going to come down here to item banking, add it to the existing bank, and there we go. All right, once we have it saved, we will hit delete, and now we still have our 3 questions that are attached up here to the stimulus, but now I want to come down here. I'm just going to say add. You could add this up here and attach it to the stimulus, or you can come down here and you can add the item bank. And what it's going to do, you can either add one of these, like you can scroll through it and choose, or you can say that you want to add the whole entire one, all in random. And once you've clicked it, come back out of there, and you'll notice that right here it says all questions are pulled from the example item bank. But I kind of just want to randomize it. So I'm going to click in here. And instead of using all of the questions, I'm just going to want it to pick like 2 of the random questions. And you can change the point value. And now that item bank, I know you couldn't see it, but I had like 6 questions in there. Now I just want it to have 2 of the questions out of those 6 and say done. And it's just going to pull 2 random questions randomly from that item bank that I have created. And now my students will have to answer these 3 that are connected to the stimulus plus these 2 random ones. And that's why it says we've got 5 total questions. All right, that's how you add an item bank. And you can share your item banks across courses, and you can reuse them for like an end of unit test or a review. It's a great tool. I love the item banks.